Welcome to the homestead where the sky meets the trees. In northeastern NC where the living's slow and free. Ann and her husband, retired but not done. With love for the Lord and a garden in the sun. We prep for the storms no matter what may come. With canning and cooking and chickens on the run. Welcome to Andale Homestead, come on in, stay a while. Where faith, love, and family always make you smile. Choose your attitude. Every Tuesday at 11 on ChooseDay, we pick the road that leads us straight to heaven. Y'all take care, we love ya. Don't forget to come soon. At Andale Homestead, there's always room for you.
Always room for you. Always, always. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. Good morning, all. Oh, if you can hear in this old voice, I was a tired girl, but I'm so glad I could not come and tell you about how excited this weekend has been. Whoo-wee. Thank you so much, everyone, for being in here. Cynthia DeLotte, Jan, DC, Hardneck Farm, Kim Mill, Asia Joe, Cheryl, Devil Dog, Oorah, darling, Canadian Family Live, and Francisco, Cynthia DeLotte, all the way from the Netherlands. Sweet Karma, Lazy Days Ahead. Yeah, he's downstairs eating them carrots and celery and stale M&Ms I got down there, unfortunately. Penny Ortiz, good morning. Kim Mill, Rebecca, Arlene, Black's Tropical Homestead. She says, what's up, soul brothers and soil sisters? All right, Hardneck Farm, Thunderstick. So glad everybody's here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Joey, of course, was one of the first ones in. And Mary, Grow With Me, Musgrave Family, Hardneck Farm, Not For Nothing Homestead, Gingy. I hope that you got me in your earbuds and you're getting some things accomplished. So as you're saying hello to each other, I wanted to say good morning, everyone. It is 11:01 Eastern Time here in northeastern North Carolina. This is Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm tickled to have you here today of all the places in all the world, and you decided to come and spend a little time with me. That's mighty special, and I certainly do appreciate it. Now, what we do here on Tuesdays, as you probably know, but just in case, I want to share with you, we have a little attitude adjustment. We get to choose our attitude of the day. And it is something that you can do. You can choose to. Sometimes we'll put emotions on a shelf. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. This is not the appropriate time. So let me do here and go here and here. And ultimately, we do deal with all the things that are on the shelf. But to protect your psyche and your heart, or if you walk around the house and you realize that you're grumpy, might want to check and see what you've been feeding your brain and feeding your heart, because that makes a difference. It really does. And I found a few things that I wanted to read to you, just a couple of things this morning. And I want to tell you an affirmation that I also received from the Lord. It was so sweet. So it goes like this. Be the one who nurtures and builds. Be the one who has an understanding and a forgiving heart. The one who looks for the best in people. Most of all, leave people better than when you found them. Because in life, you'll realize that there's a role that everyone you meet comes in your life for. Some will test you. Some will use you. Some will love you. And some will teach you. But the ones that are important are the ones who bring out the best in you. They are the rare and amazing people who remind us all why it's worth it. And so that's what I had read. And you know what else I did? I Googled a Bible verse that says, Bible verse about someone bringing out the best in you. And guess what the first choice was? Jeremiah 29:11. For the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. So I feel like that's such a comforting voice. And even if you don't have like people in your life that you can turn to that bring out the best to you right now, you always have him. He's always there for you. So, good morning. 50 wonderful folks in here. If y'all will hit that like button, I really appreciate it. Oh gosh, Asia Joe, you're not feeling 100%. You am freely allowed to serve a good God. That's right. That's right. That's good. Stitching it up. Good morning. Good morning, not for nothing. And rambling with the brooms, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. Hey, Sugar Plum. Glad you're in here. Hola. Y'all, I don't have any mail today. I didn't go to the post office, but the last week or so, it's just been advertisements anyway. So I don't know whether to expect any, but I don't have any that today to talk to you about. But what I do have to talk to you about is the Soil Family Expo. It was this past weekend down in Savannah, Georgia. Now, I tried going live a number of times when I was on my way down there. I had visions as a content creator, I had visions of going live at least 3 times a day, all during the different times and things. But y'all, you get with a group of friends, and some of them I had never met before, but now they're friends. You don't want to pull your camera out because you're living in the moment, enjoying the time that you're there. Now, a good friend of mine, now she is really a good friend of mine. Well, for one thing, Lydia Best and I and her daughter Naya from Best Jet Journey roomed together. And there was another girl, Shannon Shelton, that came up from Alabama to be there for the weekend. Now, Shannon had a wonderful hotel that she had booked, and she changed and came over to mine. And we stayed in the True, which was made by Hilton. And as I told people that's where we were, they went, "Oh, you're in the minimalist hotel." Yes, we were in the minimalist hotel, as in minimal insulation between the walls, no closet, no microwave, no coffee in the room. Nothing was in there, but it was clean and the people were very nice. And so I definitely wouldn't want to live there, but it was a lot of fun. So I got there on Thursday, got in the room, got unpacked. I worked out that I had to get everything. And I got there and I thought, oh my gosh, I've got all my stuff for the booth on Saturday for the Soul Family Expo in the car. Now, it's like lip balm and body butter and oils and things like that. And it was 93 degrees down there when I got there. And I thought, I got to get that stuff out of the car. I mean, good night. So I went to the trunk and pulled out my biggest wagon that luckily I had all my supplies in there, and everything else in the little wagon that I had was for decorations. And so I started, start carrying your own coffee maker. That's true. Oh, y'all, I did want to show you one thing that I did do. If I can find it in here, and I don't know how good, it's never very good um, pictures from your phone, but it was Saturday night, and here we go. I, okay, so BestJet had to leave on Saturday. I was fine, except for when there's no insulation. Yeah, I did need an ice chest, Hardneck Farm, because all of my sugar scrubs melted, and I had to redo all of that because we got another big weekend coming up. So we got there Thursday. I'll show you this in just a second. We got there Thursday night, went to Jim and Nick's, because I always want to call it something else. I don't know. But anyways, Jim and Nick's. And it's a barbecue kind of place that you can get whatever you want. And that was fun. We had a room on the inside. It is so funny because when you're talking to somebody and the room gets louder, instead of trying to be more quiet, we just got louder. So hardly any of us have a voice anymore. I had one of the girls said, "Girl, We don't even notice that. We don't know, not in our culture. We don't notice that. We just keep on keeping on. So sounded like fun. And oh, yeah, you did sub at Best Yet Journey. Good. She's coming back. She's coming back. She's got a couple of her son has a couple of health issues that he could certainly use some prayers for, but she's coming back to YouTube. So we had a nice meal. That is sort of an informal how do meeting people if you want to hand out stickers or you get over the jitters if you're coming the first time to be able to see everybody. Bobby and Sherry are the gracious hosts, the most gracious. They're just the most as far as being a host, putting everyone at ease, looking after everybody. Then Friday morning, we went out to the Savannah Citrus Garden. And that fella, we took over, man. We just took over. When we left, he didn't have another thing to sell. He was going to come Saturday with all of his trees and bushes and things to be able to sell. Oh, goodness. And we wiped him out. But he gave us a beautiful tour of all sorts of things. And Cherie had made some lemon bars up front that were scrumptious. And she had something that was given out this weekend that I wanted to talk to you about. She had some Relight. This is by, and I'm not a sponsor, but hey, Redmond's, you want to make me a sponsor, I'll talk about it. But she had some of these. One is for kids. It's Redmond's Relight for kids. And what it does, it says there's no sugars, no junk, no GMO. It's a rehydration kind of packet. The packets look like this. And then this is for energy for the adults. I didn't take that this morning. I have made myself some Relight kids to keep you hydrated. You know, when you're really tired, what you need is more fluid. And so that's what I did. Yeah. Oh, you got a Harvey lemon tree? Fresh and fire. Whole bunch of folks got a whole bunch of things. Yeah. Oh, he'll need to increase his inventory before next year. That's right. Because people, I mean, they were like, hot dog. Yes, I'm getting it while I can get it. Because you can't get it other places really all that easily. You do need these to stay hydrated. So I made myself a kid's grape because it tastes delicious. All right, so that's what we did on Friday day. And we got out of there about 12 o'clock. Everybody went on their own to have lunch or do whatever. Oh, Crazy Granny's Creations by thank you, honey. Diana Regalis. I appreciate you so much. Everybody on Friday went on their own. Best Yet and Naya and Shannon and I ended up going to Outback. Well, that was a big meal for lunch. So I went back to the hotel and took a nap. And then we all met down at the waterfront, down to, not all of us, but a lot of us went down to the waterfront for dinner and another how do to everybody to see and hang out. And so that was fun. That was fun to be able to do that. We had such a good time. And then Saturday morning, I had to be there. Hello to everybody. Oh, there you go, Soil Sister. Thank you, darling. I think she might still be in Savannah. She's got some things going on, and she was everywhere. And the Soil Sister is just a gorgeous human being inside and out, and I really love her. And there's Miss T with the T. You'll see a bunch of pictures of Miss T with the T. So Saturday, this was the Soil Family Expo, okay? This was supposed to be the event to meet everyone. And we all got there. I even got there. It didn't start till 10 o'clock. I got there at 8. I thought I was pretty proud of myself for doing that. Set up our booths. As we had an opportunity, we went around to speak to each other. Really didn't have very much of an opportunity to see everybody at the booth. But of the people that came around, I was able to have real conversations with them and share what I sell and share my website with them and understand that everything that I had that was there, it works for me and what it does for me and my body. So that was a lot of fun to be able to do that. I mean, that was really super cool. I think everyone had some good sales. The mayor came and he did another proclamation, invited us all, said there's going to be a Soil Family Day in Savannah. And then he challenged Broke Farmer. And who else was it? Black's Tropical. It was somebody else that he challenged. I think it was I can't remember who else, but he challenged them to a watermelon war. Challenged all the Savannah people to watermelon war, and then Broke got in there and said, "Hey, how about me? I'm from Georgia." He said, "Are you from Savannah?" "No." "Oh, well, then you can't join." But I bet you Broke gets in there anyway. That was a lot of fun. Then we were all busy and tired, and a wind blew about 1 o'clock and blew everybody's tent. They all took a trip. All the tents all at once just went flying. Pineapple, yeah, 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 that's right. Pineapple hibiscus soda tasting was the best. It was with the mayor. He tasted your pineapple hibiscus soda, and I didn't get any of it. I hate that. But oh, yeah. Hey, Talaya. So, um, that was a lot of fun. Then we all packed up. I think everybody helped everyone pack up and get their things. I had so many generous people that would help me get my tent in the bag and close my chair up and help carry some things and get in the car. I mean, that was very kind. I got 2 blueberry bushes from J3GS Farm. J3GS had some blueberry bushes out there, so I brought 2 of those home. That was fun. And then Saturday night was our big dinner. We went to Lady and Son. I keep wanting to say Mom and Son, but it was Lady and Son to Paula Dean's restaurant. And the thing about it is Paula Dean won't seat you until everybody is there. Well, we had about 95% of the people that were there. We already had them there when they did let us come in and have a seat. So that was good. The meal was delicious. And of course, Bobby and Sherry were fabulous hosts again. I think there were probably between 65 and 75 people in there. Dinner was priceless. And they had the idea. Here we got Black's Tropical Homestead is right here. They invited every single person. They started at the furthest table. Every person at that table stood up, said who they were, where they're from, if they had a channel, what it was about, or all those types of things. And so, yeah, there we go. Thank you. And so we just, it, every single person that was in the room stood up and said something. There were some tears, there was some joy. I can tell you when I was standing there or looking there around that room of all of these like-minded people, that the knowledge that was in that room at that moment, when we work together, because we're better and stronger together, we could change the world. I mean, seriously, we could change the world, y'all. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful moment. So after that dinner, which was great, it's family style, fried chicken, pork chops and gravy, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. I like their mac and cheese and all of those kinds of things. So it was just amazing to be able to meet people, to actually see where they're from, find out their names, all those kinds of things. It was so touching. And then the pictures started at the end, just tons and tons and tons of pictures. Oh, good. So Black's Tropical has see the full expo dinner full video. Okay, cool beans, cool beans. That's awesome. And that's at Soil Family Expo dinner on YouTube. Just one person can change the world. I believe that. Absolutely. That absolutely is the truth. And we were all together with one purpose of being a family together. Hey, Tampa. That woman was going live all weekend long, Tampa, and her grandbaby and her family came. She and Miss T with the T drove down from Indiana. Y'all people drove from Illinois, New York, Low, Florida. Uh, I, I mean, all over the place. They drove from there. It was fabulous. So I got back. Now, Best Yet had to leave because she needed to get to her son and she wasn't able to come to Sunday breakfast. So she stayed for dinner and then she left. And Ginger is funny because Ginger is here, not for nothing homestead. She sent me a video of all these safety things that you have. I shared that with you last week. I have my Fresh and Fire says, I really loved that. We were familiar with some folks in the room, but not all. It was so good to get to know everyone and how much it meant for them to be there. And it just really, Iowa, Boston, Virginia, that's right. It just brought us, you're all there for the same purpose, but sometimes it's kind of scary to talk to everyone in the room if you don't know them really. But then when they stand up and introduce themselves, there's a real camaraderie, a real feeling of family that is there, and it was fabulous. It was absolutely wonderful. So just for giggles, y'all. This is just for giggles. Saturday night in the hotel, I was staying in the room by myself. I'm not afraid. I did have my wasp spray and my little stun device, and I did have the extra lock for the door, but they've changed all the doors in these new hotels, so that lock wasn't working right. But Ginger had sent me a video showing all these extra things that you can do. And so, although this is a video picture, I'm going to show you what I did with the ironing board. Can you see that? You set the ironing board up so that the handle can't come down. The handle can't come down along with all the extra locks. And then, because there was no insulation in the walls of that hotel, and you could hear everything and everybody walking above you and down you, and all the doors opening and closing, then I could go to sleep and just block it out. I know. Hey, you use what you got, right? Because there wasn't any extra. People say put the chair up underneath the doorknob. There won't no, I mean, there was a rolling chair, but that was the only chair that was there. Minimalist living is what it was. Sunday morning, we went to Metro Diner. I think it's Metro Diner. I don't know if it was Metro. Anyway, we went to a diner that's there in Pooler to have our breakfast. That was a lot of fun as well because that was yet again breaking bread with people and something about sharing a meal with someone. Let's see. It hurts that we have to do such things to protect ourselves. Well, Jersey, you just do it and then you let go. Metro Diner. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so you just do what you got to do and then you give it up to the Lord. Say, all right, I've done what I can. I'm not going to sweat something that hasn't happened. So I just, give it up to the Lord to sleep. And that's what I did. What do we got? There's a new little door lock thing that you can jam in between the door and the frame, and then another part into place against the doors. There is, except for the one that I purchased. Now the door locks are different. They're different, and so it's kind of crazy. We had a big time. It was fabulous. Lots of hugs, lots of love. We got a big picture at the end. Some people had already left that had dinner. I met Rob in the garden and his precious family, his wife and 3 children. They're from Haiti. They came in and man, I never saw him stop grinning the whole time he was there. If you stopped and looked around the room at any given time, practically every single one, Miss Ann, they're only different when you go to a minimalist hotel. Okay, that's possible. But you look around the room and you see nothing but smiles. And I had people that were like staying in the hotels that were behind me and beside me and all around me. I felt perfectly safe. It was like living in a neighborhood. It was great. And Pooler is a safe place. Hotels and restaurants out there are the best. Yeah, well, people can be foolish no matter where you go. People can be foolish, but I just I just put it up there and said, "Okay, Lord, I've done what I could." And oh goodness, Deanna, say a prayer for me. Fell in the yard a few minutes ago. Oh, honey, nothing broken. Thank goodness. Deanna, you're going to have to be careful, sweetie. I'm so sorry. We're absolutely will be praying for you. All of us join together and pray for healing and protection. She's going to be mighty tender the next couple of days. I know how it feels. One of those holes again. I get you. I fell out in our front yard a couple of weeks ago and I could feel it. I could feel it for a few days. All right. It's 11:25. I want to start our giveaway because y'all, I'm getting ready to do an exciting weekend all over again this weekend. You got to quit keeping up with the Dales. As you see, my hands are up here. That's not me. So, um, Adrian from Tales of an Educated Debutante is having her Tales Takeover weekend here in Edenton this coming weekend. And there's 110 people that are coming specifically for her group, but Edenton is also having the pilgrimage that is going on. And what that is open house tours of all the historic homes, not all of them, most of the historic homes here in Edenton. They have the colonial wear on, they have the horse and buggy carriage. There's going to be a shuttle that drives around giving you shuttle tours. There's the river boat that has the big wheel on the back of it, tours. Friday night, there's going to be Boogie on Broad. They'll block off the whole Broad Street, have a band to dance. It's going to be another great big weekend. So I ain't promising I'll be here next Tuesday because I might still be asleep. Did I feed Jesse? Well, let's find out. Jesse, come on up here, honey. Did I feed you? I don't know. I can't remember. It's all stale. It was from last week. You're muted. You're muted.
I ain't said nothing yet. Usually when the mouth is closed,
Ooh,
I
no.
ain't said nothing. No, she didn't give me nothing. I got nothing. I don't have. I can chew on some soap, but no.
You could chew on some soap. That was bad. Don't I abuse him terribly? Oh,
And I'm sure you probably would want to wash out my mouth up with soap a lot. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Tuesday, where you get to choose your prize.
that's right. He's awful tired, boss. Awful tired.
Awful tired, boss.
I know
I'm
that. That was a good movie, man. That was a Green Mile. Woof. That was a sad movie. Okay, so Jesse's going to do what? He's gonna blow bubbles eating soap. Well, good morning, Miss Pam, my good and dear friend. Good morning, Cooking at Pam's Place. We're happy to have you in here just in time for the giveaway. All right, so there's 63 of us in here, looks like. How about hitting that like button for me, please? That would be fantastic. Now, Jesse, will you explain what we do on Tuesdays for our giveaway wheels, please?
I will. So on Tuesday, Miss Ann's channel. This is not my channel. This is her channel. So all these deals on the wheel are coming from her. They're not coming from Jesse and Lisa. They're coming from Miss Ann. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know
Let's
what's
get that straight first, because I think people think it's coming from me. No, it's
no,
not
no.
coming from me. No,
Yeah,
these are all Miss. I just happen to be facilitating the wheels.
it's
Now,
because he knows he's the wheel master.
you're not. Yeah. You're not seeing double. You are seeing double, because we have two different wheels, and we'll spin 2 times each time we do a spin, and that's so you can choose which gift you want to take. Okay.
That's
We're not going to spend 3 times, 4 times, just 2. You only get 2 choices, okay?
Two
And then-
choices. Yeah.
Yeah. And
one
if
wheel.
Miss Thing gives me a decent, I mean, like a really long hashtag, we'll have a lot more fun. Probably won't. If I know Miss Ann.
Okay, so let's do Soil Family because that was the exciting part. Soil Family was so much fun, y'all. We really had such a good time. And none of us have a voice anymore. So hashtag Soil Family. And as you're putting that in, we're going to check. Can you put the Soil Family up taller so people can still see it? And that way.
You can't see it, really?
Yeah, I can see it. No, I can see it. But I mean, when we roll the wheels to see which.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Okay.
move that out of the way. I'll move that out of the way when we go to spin.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and roll the wheels so they can start thinking about it.
All right. Well, let's do that. Okay. Hashtag Soil Family. If you don't know what it is, look at the person above you.
Okay.
All right. Here goes. Spin number 1 and spin number 2.
Hashtag Soil Family.
We got to make it go past 30 minutes because I got a $100 bet on Miss Ann.
It's 31 minutes already. So you won. You won. I got to give you $100.
All right. We got on the left, we got repotting mat for indoor planting, which is an outstanding item, I think. And then the Serenaseed certified organic herb packs, herb seeds of a 10-pack. So let's just see what you got here.
Okay. What do we got? Oh yeah, that planting mat. Look, I got you 100. I got you 100.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Well, you know what? You owe me $100 because we had a bet.
It was that mad money. I told you I'd pay you in mad money. So we got the mat. You can choose from the mat or a 10-pack of seeds. What kind of certified organic herb seeds? 10-pack.
Yeah, cilantro, basil, Oregon thyme, parsley, lavender, chive, sage, dill. You name it. Yeah, oregano.
Dill. Oh, I can't wait to grow some more dill this year. So, all right. So hashtag Soil Family. And we're going to give it just a minute or 2 more. There we go. And as soon as you're chosen, let us know if you want the mat where you can replant things, which I love that mat, or the seeds. You can't go wrong with either one of those winners. Hey, Shannon. There is my buddy, my pal, Shannon Shelton. She was so hilarious. When she stood up at the Soil Family dinner, she said, yes, I'm here providing community service. I had a little deal I had to work out. She said, and this woman over here is holding my papers. So I worked her so hard. She just was a total joy to be with.
Shannon, I can totally relate.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Your son needs the mat. All right, let's see. Has it changed? Because we got another one coming.
No, it's 55 out of 67, which is actually pretty outstanding.
That's awesome. Oh, they are good. Miss Shirley got in there, and Alma got in there, and Tampa got in there. Hashtag Soil Family. All right, let's get ready to count down. We're going to do it from 4, okay? That gives everybody an opportunity to maybe type in hashtag Soil Family. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Too late.
Too late. And
you
so
didn't get in there. You're too late.
As soon as your name is called, make sure.
Oh, Mary, I'm sorry you probably didn't make that one.
Hard
Wendy.
Farm.
Hey, Wendy won. What? Can you believe it?
Congratulations.
All right, Wendy, we need to know which prize you want. Do you need new seeds or do you need a new mat? And this ain't the type. This ain't. I know it looks big right there, but it's really not one of them kind of mats where you take your husband and you go fight. That's not a fighting mat.
It's not a boxing mat.
It's about the size of a table. Okay. Yeah. Okay. She said the mat.
Okay. Perfect. Yay. Perfect. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy from Hardneck Farm. Oh, she said the mat. Thank you, Des. Good to see you, honey. Blessed to crochet. Jane Doe, Lori Anderson. Yay, stitching it up here in breast. And
Stitching it up.
Lily Bird, Mary Grow with me. So glad. We're going to, all right. So in the middle here, we're going to, real quick, I'm going to give away a book and then we're going to come back to the wheels. Okay. So the book that I'm giving away is one that is now in the top 10 on Amazon new releases. It was written by a friend of mine, Adrian Wood from Tales of the Educated Debutante, Carrie Cariello of What Color is Monday, and Kate Svensson from the channel Finding Cooper's Voice. Three mamas giving you their stories of how autism has touched their lives. And it's a wonderful read. I want to send it to you and give it to you. And they also have audio and all kinds of things. So check out. It is on Amazon now. Autism Out Loud. And she'll be celebrating and signing a lot of her books this weekend. So this is Adrian Wood from Tales of an Educated Debutante. And there's the link. That's an awesome link. Good morning, Melody and Ryan. Hot dog, they're in here too. That's fabulous. So let's do Tales, Tales. Okay. Hashtag Tales, Tales for this book. And this is a book that if you get an opportunity, even if autism doesn't touch you personally, there may be a school teacher or a Sunday school teacher or a neighbor or a friend. Hashtag TALES, and I will ship this right out to you. Adrian was generous enough to allow me to do that. And I'm going to be around her people because it's all for her members. And I'm a member over there too. But we'll be hanging out in the town of Edenton. I'm going to get down on it on Friday night. We'll get down on it.
You did enough of that this past weekend, Miss Ann.
I did. It was so fun. Did you see that short?
I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos. She was acting a fool this past weekend, folks.
That's just how I am.
She was acting like her husband wasn't even there.
Well, I always had him there in my back pocket.
All right, you ready to spin?
I am. It's
all right. Here we go.
Yeah, I was cutting the rug. So let's see if we can. Wait, no, we're not spinning.
Oh, we're not spinning. That's right. Never mind. Yep. Oh, y'all didn't see that.
So we're going to give it just a minute or two. Hashtag Tales for her Autism Out Loud book.
Now, Miss Ann, do you have a date and time on that meeting?
Well, it's Edenton. Her highest tier meets her Thursday. It will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And she has the curriculum on her membership, but just check out Tales of an Educated Debutante, both on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure that the other ladies are coming this time just because they are busy on their book tour, and they were just on the CBS Good Morning show on Autism Day. They were interviewed, the three ladies, like looked through the green room with makeup and hair and the whole 9 yards. It was amazing. All right. I don't think we've moved much. How many do we have?
42.
42. All right. So we're getting ready to count down. We got a few more people that are coming in. I see. Did it move at all? I can't see it. No.
42.
All right. So
put your glasses on, Miss Ann. Put your glasses on.
Well, y'all, look. My glass. I slept. I was so tired Friday night. I fell asleep with my glasses on. And I don't know if you can tell, but they're very crooked.
They look fine. They look fine to me.
They're very crooked. But I thought I would just be styling today in these glasses that I won from Jesse and Lisa. Be doing this styling and, taking care of this.
Oh no.
And if I could see a single thing on the screen, I would continue to wear these. But I can't see anything. It's all blurry. So there we go. Glasses, glasses. I got my glasses, glasses. Okay, let's get ready. We're going to count down from 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop, 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 boop. And let's see who we're going to get to win this book.
Now, will this book be signed by Miss Ann?
Alma, that is
Alma Flores.
awesome. So, Alma, please email me your name and if you have a channel, but your name, your mailing address to andalehomestead@gmail.com, and I'll get it right out to you. Oh, gosh, that's right. Don't forget the hay bale tonight. Thank you, Alma. Email me, andalehomestead.com at gmail.com. And let me know your address and I'll send it right out. That'll be so fun. And I think that's fun, the Facebook one too. And yes,
Right.
Tonight at 8:00, I will be live on Round the Hay Bale, the Round the Hay Bale radio show. Hey, y'all. Hey, tonight at 8:00, we're going to be talking about grow lights, whether to use them or whether not to use them. So that'll be a lot of fun too. All right, Alma, make sure you email me. Let's get those wheels back up because we're just about done, but you get to choose again. Have I got you? I'm so bossy.
I'm just trying to find your links. That's all at the same time.
Oh, I'm so bossy.
Right. Well, I know, but that's okay.
So here are the two choices that you get to choose. I know, Arctic Cat. Woohoo, Alma. That's right. So I'm always just as surprised as y'all are. Dragonfly gift. Oh gosh. I did get one thing in the mail. I got my dragonfly bag that I got.
Oh, you did get it.
I did.
That was gifted from Scott, I think, right, Lisa?
It was Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. I did get my bag and I love it. And I took it to Savannah with me. So you guys get to check. Thank you. Thank you, Alma. Good. I'm glad. There's a keychain and it says, sometimes I just look up and smile and say, I know that was you. And then you have the little clippers. They're supposed to be for like bonsai trees and things like that.
Bonsai trees, yeah, small.
I have used clippers all the time. Thank you, Scott. You are still in there. I've used those little clippers, and it's so nice when you're trimming up your tomato plants or trimming off dead leaves on your plants and things. Really very nice and very convenient, and they fit in the pocket of my garden apron as well. So, hashtag, what do you think? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Hashtag choose. What do you have?
You said you were drawing a blank, so I'm gonna put you a blank up there because Miss Ann is all blanked out. She's just toast right now from this weekend.
Yeah.
She is toast. Can't even think straight.
My gracious. Well, y'all, I for the last two, this is the fourth Soil Family Expo that I've been to. I had a blast every single time that I went. But I started ChooseDays probably 3 years ago, every Tuesday at 11:00. And I haven't missed many. I can count on one hand the times that I have missed. But some of those times have been the week after Soil Family Expo. Because last year and the year before, I didn't have, let's see, somebody's got some space. Cheryl, make sure you don't have any space between the hashtag and blank. Oh, the balloon's going up.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Because, Monday, you get home, Sunday evening, Monday, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to get everything unpacked. I got to see what I have, where I'm doing, get the dirty clothes in the dirty clothes. I took some groceries with me just to put in the refrigerator so we would have some snacks if we wanted them. Because snacks in the hotel. Broke Farmer.
Broke Farmer's in the house. That's right.
How about that? Oh my gracious. He works during the day every day now. Thank you for sneaking in here. I appreciate that, Broke. He was fun to be with. But so you get home Sunday night, unpack everything, get the dirty clothes in there. Monday, I was going through all my products, making sure that all the oils and the butters and all of this are better and everything's good. And so today, it's like, all right, that truck hit me, backed up, hit and ran over me again.
I know. I'm feeling it too, Miss Ann.
Oh gosh,
I'm tired of watching you do all that dancing.
No, but you have been working like a dog trying to get Jesse and Lisa and his dad. What have you been working on?
We've been working on remodeling the bathroom, the main bathroom for the house, and it's almost done now. But whew, that's a lot of work.
I'm telling you,
that's for like 20, 30, and 40-year-olds, not 60-year-olds.
When I saw you tiling stuff and putting down hardwood, putting the floor down, that is hard work. Putting that flooring in. All the commercials and YouTube videos make it look easy, but it's not.
Yeah.
All right. So we have 60 people in here. I only see 22 likes. So y'all make sure.
46 in there. So you're doing good. 46 out of 61 is pretty good.
I think that's awesome. So let's get ready to count down. Ready? So we'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Too late.
Broke Farmer, I'm so tickled.
All right, think about what you want. Whether you want the dragonfly or the snips.
The dragonfly or the snips. The snips are really cool. And
Canadian Family Life. Okay, so pick one of them.
She won't get the snips. They
won't be able to get the snips.
No, but here's the thing. You can pick either one of them, and what we're going to do is we're going to send you an Amazon e-card.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Do that.
Unless you decide you want to donate it to somebody, but that's up to you, Tiffany. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany, for being in here. Congratulations, Canadian Family Life. I appreciate that
so all the time.
Much. All right. So, Jesse, you drop that down, and I appreciate it. And I just wanted to say thank you again. I know you're poop-to-lollied for redoing the pooper. See?
That's a Joniism there. Poop-to-lollied?
Oh, you poop-to-lollied. Redoing the pooper.
Okay. Y'all heard it here first, folks.
I really appreciate it. Now, make sure everybody knows that there will be a live tonight at 8:00 for Round the Hay Bale on Andale Homestead, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and Ormsby Farms. And it's going to be a lot of fun because we genuinely enjoy each other's company. And I think you could tell that.
Right. We'll be there, I promise.
Thank you. Oh, well, you can write that in concrete. Jesse promises, that's for sure. Well, thank you, Jesse. As you drop down, I'm going to say my goodbyes and thank everybody for being here.
Well, one last thing, Miss Ann.
Yes, darling.
Don't forget my $100.
Where is it? You got it.
We bet $100 she'd go past 30 minutes. And like I always say, I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
Now, look, that's right. This thing says for motion picture purposes only. So I don't mind sending them this one because they sent it to me. I can send it right back to them. Be just fine. Anyway, thank you all so much for being in here today. And today, to know, to understand, to realize that what we can do, the thing that is important, I'm going to bring this up one more time for me to be able to share a little bit with you. Be a little lesson if you weren't here in the beginning, because in life you're going to realize there's a role for everyone that you meet. Some are going to test you, some are going to use you, some are going to love you, and some are going to teach you. But the ones that are important are the ones who bring out the best in you. They're rare and they're amazing, and they make those people are what makes it worth it. So those are the ones that we surround ourselves with. And I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all take care of each other and know that the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. Love you all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye now.